Welcome to East Tennessee Pinball. Today I'm going to try to make a shot at getting Arch Rivals working and also this Galaxian working. So if you saw my last video, or I think it was my last video, it may or may not be by the time this gets posted, this Arch Rivals, it was missing the 5 volts. So I've got a new power supply, a little switching power supply. Ordered it, I got it, so I'm gonna put it in this game. I'm gonna see what happens. See if we get it to boot up. It looked like in the last video, this thing was okay. Now this Galaxian, it doesn't look okay, but it looks like the major pieces and parts are there. Need to clean it out either way. So once I get rid of this rat's nest, I'm going to see if there are even fuses in it, what the shape of the fuses are in, see if I've got power getting delivered anywhere, because there's a fair chance that I don't. And if it's just a little power problem, then I may try to address it and get it fixed and see if this thing will work, or get part of it to work. I don't know. I'm going to vacuum it up and see what happens. So I'm going to start with the vacuuming. Got my Mouse Sucker 2000 set up here, and I'm going to go to town. Ready for phase 2 with the little sharper bit. All right, that looks a little bit better. I yanked on some of these fuses and they're just like welded in there with rat urine. I mean, there. Well, that one's a little loose. I was trying to just like, yeah, most of them are corroded in there. I'm gonna get the multimeter and just see if I've got continuity across these things. I'm gonna plug it in and see if I got any changes. I doubt it. This thing's probably dead, but you know, whatever. It's at least a little bit more presentable. Okay, so I was measuring continuity across all these fuses, and I was being careful to not measure on the fuse itself, but on the fuse holder, so that I can measure continuity through the connect, like that one there. I don't know if you can see, but I'm not touching the fuse. I'm on the fuse holder. That way I measure to make sure that there's actually electricity going through the connection between the socket and the fuse. And this one failed. If I just went across the fuse itself, I got continuity, but across the fuse holder I didn't. So this one's so corroded that it's not effectively, it's open basically. I don't know what that goes to. There was a label there. I get a brush and clean that up a little bit. I think I will. I've got to go back to my shop and get a screwdriver. So I'm going to get a screwdriver and I'll get a wire brush and we'll clean that. And this fuse is actually still good. I'm going to throw it back in there and apply some power, and we'll try to do a smoke test. Okay, I've got continuity on that fuse now across that holder there. Well, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to plug this sucker in, see what the heck happens. I don't know if this game is turned on or off, so I'll unplug it in right. I'm trying to hold the phone and plug it in at the same time. Okay, it's plugged in. Pull the switch. Whoa! I did not have lights before. So we've got some power. I don't think I had lights before. Pretty certain we didn't have the fan. I know the fan couldn't have moved even if it was working, because it was impacted by all the rat's nest. I'm pretty certain these were not working. I don't know if this board's got an LED on it or not. I guess I could try to measure the 5 volts. I'm not really inclined to be honest. I don't think it's going to work. I just thought I'd try to do this really simple stuff. I think I'm about ready to give up on this one. I do not see, let me turn off my light. I do not see any net glow of any sort. There's nothing on the screen. I don't think I've got the high voltage. I'll take this to the auction and let somebody that knows what they're doing monkey with it. My guess is there's probably some issues with that board, maybe issues with the other boards. I don't know. This one, I didn't vacuum it up that at all, so that actually looks moderately clean to me. I don't know. Haven't checked the fuses or anything, so I have no idea. Anyway, I think I'll abandon this one and move over to the Arch Rivals. I have more hope for this one because if you saw the last video, everything looks clean except the power supply in the bottom, the switching power supply. It's not providing 5 volts, so I know that's going to keep it from working. I don't know if that's going to fix it, so I'm going to throw that in there real quick. So here's the bottom of this other cabinet. On the last video, the game wasn't booting, and it's moderately clean in here. I mean, some cobwebs and stuff, but all the pieces and parts are in here clean compared to all these other games I got anyway. But I did not have the 5 volts, so I measured between the 5 volts on the ground. It just wasn't there. So I'm going to pull this thing out and swap in the other ones. Just going to take a second, and we'll power up and see what we got. Okay, I got wired in here. After just wiring in the AC, I turned it on and make sure got the 5 volts. The label's offset. It's offset 1. It's too far down. So make sure that I was putting the 5 volts on the 5 volts, and made sure the 5 volts wasn't like 5.5. It was actually only 4.5. So I'm probably gonna have to turn it up with this adjustment knob. But I'm gonna turn it on right now, and I'll see if it boots. Probably not gonna boot no matter what, because I think my 5 volts is gonna be too low. But anyway, we'll do the smoke test here. We'll do it right now. No smoke. We'll walk around in the front in a second and see if there's anything on the screen. I hear a little bit of buzzing from the speaker. I don't know if that was present before or not, but I don't think my 5 volts is going to be actually at 5 volts. Actually, that's a different noise now. Now it's like that's definitely a different noise. Oh, yeah, we have nonsense on the screen now, so we've made progress. We've got gibberish. So I think it's booted. Or attempted to boot. It's got some kind of RAM or ROM problems. Again, I don't know anything about these video machines, but that's when I see gibberish like that. It makes me think RAM or ROM or something like that. But I'm gonna check the 5 volts real quick, and because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be low. So if you see that, it's real low. I've got my leads backwards. It says minus 4.1. It's 4.1. So I'm gonna crank that up, get up close to 5, turn it off, turn it back on, and see if we get any better performance. So I tried to crank the voltage up. It was already cranked up. It's only 4.1. When I checked this before, just had the AC going into it, the AC and the ground going to the box. Losing my focus there. It was only like, I don't know, it's 4.4 or something. It was not very high, and that was before I had adjusted it all. So it was already cranked up. So I think that the power supply is a piece of junk. It's brand new. I bet it's, y'all that know about videos, you probably realize I got the cheapest one you can get. So buy cheap, die cheap, I guess. I don't know. Tempted to get another one. If I look closely on the screen, it's not complete gibberish. I mean, they're actually objects. Those are feet. You see faces. That's some dude's face, clearly. And it's actually animated, or actually at different points it gets more and more facial hair. Another head upside down, there's somebody's face. So there's arms and just various pieces and parts. It's just not quite getting there, but it's not going to get there. It's not going to boot at 4.1. I'm surprised it's doing anything at all. And I don't think it's a situation where it's dragging the 5 volts down to 4.1, because like I said, it was only like 4.4 before I even plugged anything in. So I think that's just a new out of the box bad power supply. So maybe I'll get another one. Maybe I'll just send this back and get another one. I don't know. For y'all, it'll probably be like 2 seconds, and for me, it'll be another week. Well, it's not a week later. It's actually only about 10 minutes later. I was looking at buying another power supply, and I was looking at this one here, 110 to 110 power input. Yeah, look on here, it's actually got a switch. I didn't look to see if mine had a switch, but I think this is the exact same unit right here. I can look it up, but the form factor, I mean, it's exactly, I think it's the same exact thing, just different label. And I didn't check to see if it was in 220 or 110. I wonder if some of y'all were probably screaming at me. I just didn't hear you. You gotta scream louder. I'm gonna go back over there and see if it's on 110. If it's not, I'm gonna throw it on 110 and then unplug the 5 volts, tune it to 5 volts, and turn it back on and see if maybe we can get it to work. All right, I made it over here to the game. Sure enough. Okay, 220, 110. Yeah, it's on 220. Well, the good news is I'm a dumbass. And the good news is I can fix it. Maybe not the dumbass part, but I can fix this. Get a screwdriver and flip that over. Yeah, we got 5 volts now. We got 6, so it's still cranked up. I did unplug the terminal. Went in. It says ground, but these are all off. That is the 5 volts. So I'm going to tune this down to 5 volts, plug the leads back in, and we'll boot it up. All right, I tuned it down to 5.1. I figure it's going to drop a little bit more. And so now I'm ready to turn the sucker on and see if it actually boots. I'm going to walk around here, see if we get anything on the screen. Ah, same noise. No joy. Some of y'all probably knew it was going to be like this. I didn't. It's a little bit different. We don't have the dude down here. It's a little bit, yeah, we got these little X's. Maybe this is different every time you turn it on. I don't know. Seemed like I turned it on 2 or 3 times and there was would look like the ref down here had the receding hair. Anyway, no joy. We got the 5 volts. At least we know the screen works, chassis works. Just the board's not booting up, and I think I haven't fixed them, but I've been watching the videos to see that I think these type of problems are normally not too bad to fix if you know what you're doing. If I was so inclined, I'd start pulling out these RAM and ROM chips and reseating them, and maybe checking to see that the ROM images are good and that kind of nonsense. That's where I would start if I was going to start, but I'm not going to start. I'm going to leave this for somebody that likes to work in arcade games, because I got plenty to do with pinball machines. So anyway, 5 volts did not fix it. So that's 0 for 2. I think both of them have good monitors anyway. Or this one definitely has good monitor. The other one has voltage, and the chassis seems to be doing. It's getting voltage, I guess. It will glow white when you turn it off. I don't know exactly what that means. That means something. It's not completely dead. Anyway, hope you liked this video of watching how not to fix an arcade machine, and if you do, like and subscribe. Cheers.